All right, hello guys. So in this video, I want to show to you the video games that I developed myself. Of course, these video games I developed them some time ago. I think such a long time ago, around 10 years ago. That's when I was into programming and game development. So yeah, it's really a long time ago. But anyway, I still wanted to show you guys these games that I actually developed. So yeah, these games are actually online. I uploaded them. I uploaded some time ago, but yeah, they're online. They are this website. It's called anyway. I forgot the name. So let me just follow this link. Yeah. So on my YouTube channel, yeah, there's you can follow this link for all my links. Once you follow this link, it will take you to the all my links site where you see my profile. Then yeah, this is my profile at all my links. Then from here, yeah, it's called GameJot. This is the website where I actually uploaded my games. So yeah, let's just go to GameJot. Yeah, it's like how can I say it? It's like Steam but for indie developers. Anyway, this is the website I discovered back then. Lots of creators actually publish their games here. Some are free. You can actually charge. You can actually put a fee on your game that someone should actually pay something before they get access. It's so up to you. So yeah, when it comes to my games are free, of course, they're free to play. Once you arrive at this page at my profile at GameJot, you see yeah. So this is Cubics. This is probably my latest game, the latest game that I did back in 2016. I uploaded the games in it was 5 years ago, I think in 2020 or something. But I actually developed the games. I created them around 2016, 2015, 16. So yeah, in this video, I'll just be like praying and I'll play the games and I'll try to review each one. So I have a lot of three games. These are the games that I have, starting with Trapped. This was my first game back in November 2015. Yeah, Trapped. Then in the same month, I also made this other game, The Missing Text. Yeah, that's what I decided to call it. But yeah, that's my second game. Then after that, then 2016 now I made Cubics. So yeah, in this video, I'll start from the latest all the way to the first one. So yeah, from this page, I'll simply download Cubics. I'll just press that link to download the game. So yeah, this is the download page. Here there's the trailer video. I can't play the trailer because and for the sake of the game, I'll actually mute out all the audios for the game because of yeah, to avoid any copyright issues, I'll mute out all the audios. So you only be hearing my voice. Yeah, so let me see if I can mute out the audio for the trailer. If I can mute out the audio, then that's fine. Because yeah, yeah, I'll just mute out the audio. But this was the trailer for the game. Let's watch it. Yeah, this was the trailer for Cubics. This is the game that this was the latest game that I did, and this was the trailer that I made for the game. So, I mean, it's kind of impressive looking back now. This was back in 2016. So, yeah, it's really impressive to be looking back now. I wish you could hear the sounds and the music I had put in the background. But once you follow the link, you can check that out on your own. But for this video, I'll just mute out the music because of copyright issues. But yeah, this is Cubic's trailer. So yeah, after this trailer, then that's when I'll actually download the game and you guys will see it. I'll try to play it. Just play a little bit, then I'll try to review as well, just to you know to point out the things that I could have maybe done better or any challenges that I had faced back then. But yeah, I did this in 2016. Yeah, it's almost over anyway. So yeah, that's the trail. I did all of this in Blender. Blender and Unity. I combined the Blender and Unity. Oh yeah, and back then I was going by the name of N2K Galaxy. That was before Motionless was born. So back then it was N2K Galaxy. Yeah, anyway, that's the trailer for Cubics. And this is the instruction. This right here, the like the guide for the game. Um, Here I wrote a few things for the game. Yeah, I know, whatever. Yeah. So down here, this is where you download. It's saying it's 86 MB. That's the setup file, of course. So once I press that, yeah, I should be able to download the game. Let's wait for the download to begin, and yeah, we will install after that. Okay, this is the download. I'll just start the download. All right, my internet is kind of fast, Loki. It's actually not bad at all. That's like 50 Mbps, 50 megabits, reaching about 5 megabytes per second. Yeah, anyway, the game was downloaded, so let's install and try to play. Let's install the game. So now I'll go to my downloads folder. Yeah, this is the game. So I'll unzip it. I'll unzip. Okay, then let's open the folder. Uh-huh. Oh wait, it's already installed. I thought that I had put the setup file because I remember doing the setup, configuring the setup initialization for these games. But I guess I just uploaded the already installed games. Anyway, never mind. Let's get into it, I guess. Yeah, we'll open the cubics.exe. That should launch us our game. But hopefully my computer is powerful enough to play this game. Actually, back then it was it was a lot more demanding back in 2016 because I didn't know how to optimize it. But I guess with these new computers, you should be able to play it on any system. So I'll put the highest resolution on my laptop and the maximum graphics quality. I'm pretty sure with any decent PC, any modern PC, you should be able to play this game at the highest possible quality, at fantastic quality. So yeah, and I have to also mute. I have to mute the audio. I have to mute the audio because there's lots of music in there, and it'll. Okay, this is the configuration file, but I'll mute the audio for the game as well to avoid any copyright issues. Okay, we'll hit play. Yeah, this is it. This used to be the name for my thing. Now it's motionless gaming, but yeah, this is what it used to be. Cubics the game. All these animations, this is all Blender. All right, now we're in Unity, but all the backgrounds and animations, that's Blender. Okay, so yeah, as you can see down here, Cubics the game went to get Galaxy Games 2016. I remember it was in April. That's when I actually finalized making this game. But I started to make it, it was in December. I started making it in December, then I finalized in April 2016. Okay, so here it's only two options. You quit or you play. Yeah, with the backgrounds and whatnot, the logo back there. So yeah, let's play. Okay, where's the loading screen? Oh yeah. So this is it, guys. This is level number one. As you can see, it's a first person type of game. So the instructions are there on the screen. You use WSD to move. All right. So you jump with space. So I have to keep jumping through the cubes all the way to the end. So once I collect that glass spinning thing, then yeah, the level will be complete. So yeah, that's what you need to do. In each and every level, you just have to actually collect that glass spinning thing. Once you get that, then the level completes. So yeah, I'll try to do that now. Jump, jump, jump. If you fall down, you start again. Yeah, like you start at the beginning of the level in which you are falling. Jump, jump. There it is. Jump. And that's mission one done. Now to mission two. So yeah, as you can see, second mission is a little bit harder and weirder than the first one. So that's what I actually tried to do back then. I tried to make the more you go, the more difficult the levels will be. You know, some of the cubes will be moving, some will be disappearing. You know, some will actually kill you as well. You know, I made it harder and harder to get to the end. This is probably the hardest game I did, but I only did 3 games anyway. So yeah, as you can see in level number two, this cube is it's moving around. I have to time it right. I can jump now, and I'll jump now as well. Yeah, that's the finish line. There's also another cube that's moving. So here there's two parts, the long part and the shorter one. It's up to you anyway. It's just the second level. I can jump now, but it will be harder. So I'll go to the green cube, jump, jump to the green one, and yeah, I'll jump to the red one now. And boom, that's it. Second mission done. Easy. Now we're on level three. So this one it will require a bit more timing than the others. I think there's no way I'll finish this level without dying once. But let's get it. I'll jump. Oh shit, I missed it. Ah, crap. Yeah, and once you fall down, yeah, the level starts at the beginning. So yeah, now level three. This is the way it gets hard. And shit. Oh, and actually, you see what I did there? You can just press R on your keyboard to restart any level. So if you don't want to wait until you reach the ground, like let's say, oh, I've fallen down, you can just press R to immediately start over. You know, that's I think another cool thing I did back then. But yeah, let's find a way to get. Oh yeah, shit. I'll press R again. Now, oh shit. You know what? I'm getting too old for this. Yeah, now. There we go. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. So now we have to jump all the way down. We have to. You can actually control your character in midair. So you have to just aim straight to the bottom here from up there. Nice. Wait, the sun flare isn't showing. I put the sun flare here. I don't know why. I think maybe on mission three, maybe there's a bug. There has to be a sun flare showing. I insisted when making this game. I insisted on myself to put the sun flare. Anyway, moving on. Let's make it to the top. Okay. Now, yeah, I just walked onto it. Now I'll just walk onto this one. And we jump. Boom. Level three done. And now on level four. This is a lot harder than the others, especially there at the finish line. The blue cube at the last mile, that blue cube, it moves a lot faster here. So anyway, let's just try to get to it. Okay, once I fall, then I think that's it for this game. The rest will be up to you. Oh shit. Yeah, guys, at least I showed you the first 3 levels. So if you want to keep going all the way to level 9, there's a bonus level as well. Once you finish level 8, I put some bonus stuff, some Easter eggs and some stuff, some behind the scenes, what. I put all of that in between mission 8 and mission 9. So once you finish mission 8, if you download this game and try to grind it and try to get to level 8, once you finish level 8, you see a bonus level that has lots of stuff, lots of Easter eggs and whatnot. So yeah, this is it, guys. In my own opinion, I would say this game is a 10 out of 10. I just wanted to create a basic game where you can just try to play and have fun. And the amount of programming and the amount of effort that I did in this game, for me it was a shortcut as well for me. As you can see, I didn't bother with any like 3D modelings as you see in the other games because I just used basic cubes. I didn't model any like people or weapons or any buildings or whatnot. I simply just wanted to focus on the programming part. So I use the basic models that I could use, which are the cubes, so that I can focus on the programming part and make it a lot more difficult and harder. But yeah, the rest is up to you guys. So yeah, for me, this game is a 10 out of 10. I could have done better maybe with the models, but the whole point was to just work on your timings and try to get to the end. So this was okay. All right, so I'll press escape to get back to the main menu, but not that once you press escape, you will not pause the game. There's no pause in this game. Okay, that's actually one of I guess one of the weaknesses for this game. There's no pause button. Once you press escape, you get to the main menu, and from here, if you press play, you are starting all the way at the beginning. You know. I could have done better on that, but this is what you get, okay? This is it. Once you press play, you're back all the way back here. So there's no save in this game. That's another weakness. And there's no pause. But actually, you don't need to pause because once you are on a cube like this one, you are safe. You can just leave it as it is. No need for pause. But once you press escape, then you are starting again all over at the beginning. So just remember that. But yeah, that's Cubics for you guys. And I'll just quit. All right, let's download the other game. Okay, back to the browser. So I'll okay, let's just open it back. I'll restore the previous session. Okay, I'll close this. I'll close this. Yeah, and I'm back here. All right, so this is my profile page on GameJots. So we tried Cubics. Next, we'll try the game that I actually did before Cubics. This is the missing text. Probably my favorite game, but it has its weaknesses. I'll show you later on. Let's download it. So this one I finalized it in November. No, I actually finalized this one in December 2025. Sorry, I mean 2015. I finalized this game in November 2015. December, I mean, December 2015, yeah. So as you can see on the missing text, here are some previews of the game. You know, there's this house that I did, there's this stuff, what have you. This is the game that actually took the most time for me to create, because it took the most effort because I had to model everything, guys. I had to model everything. It took a lot more patience and a lot more modeling, I should say, than Cubics, but it used the least amount of programming. So yeah. Anyway, this I don't think there's no trailer video for this game. It's just the images. Then from there we can just download it from here. It's actually smaller than Cubics because Cubics, I think, with the 9 levels. This one it only has one level. Basically, it's the shortest game I did. It only has one level. So I'll discuss that later on. But yeah, let's just download it and we'll test it out. All right, now that download has finished, let's install or extract it, I should say. Okay, this is it, the missing text. I'll just use 7-zip to extract it as well. Okay, and let's launch it. The missing text. I know it's a weird name for a game, but that's it. That's what you get. So yeah, this is it. The missing text. I'll use maximum resolution and the highest level of graphics quality. I should mute it as well because I think there's some copyrighted music in this game. So yeah, let's try to avoid that. I just mute. Okay, yeah, let's play. Nice. Yeah, now that intro, that's what was it? Adobe After Effects. That was After Effects. So yeah, that wasn't Blender, the intro. That was After Effects. But now let's get into Unity, Spacebar key, and yeah, this is the homepage. And okay, Grasa Games, this was in 2015, published. Okay, I wouldn't say published per se, but I finalized this game in December 2015. Then immediately after I was done with this game, that's when I started to make Cubics. But yeah, let's play this one. Let's see what it's all about, you know. Yeah, it will show you some of the instructions, WSD, spacebar to jump, mouse to look. Obviously, you can't change the controls. You cannot change the controls, you know. So I just had to put it out there. I just had to make sure you knew what the controls were because you can change. And click on certain objects to gain access, you know. You have to click on the doors and the ladders, etc. to actually use them. Yeah, so here let's go to start. Nice. You see that cutscene? That's a nice cutscene, isn't it? That's a real-time rendered cutscene, you know? That's a real-time rendered cutscene. And I'll press spacebar to start. Yeah, so now I tried to make it this is during the night, you know. It's That's why it's so dark because this is at night and yeah, I tried to make it sure that you should actually feel like you're in the dark, but at the same time you should be able to see. So yeah, I'm inside this compound. Yeah, so now I have to get inside the house. I'll go through the door. You see, once you point the door, it will grow a reddish color, you know. So you can just point the door and click. Once you point and click, then you get it. So yeah, now inside, I had to give that flashlight, you know, so that you should be able to see. If I click the door, I'll be out as well. See, I'm out. So yeah, I'll click the door, click. Yeah, then I'm in. Okay. So yeah, some of these models, I wanted this to be like a fridge, but I don't know, I guess I was too lazy to finalize with the textures. So as you can see, some of the models in this game do not have any texture at all. You know, this had to be it had to be like a sink. You know, I was trying to do like a sink here, but that was 11 years ago. I was very young, and my PC was actually a potato. But I don't even know how I managed to do all of these games on a. I was using an i3 second gen. It was of course back then it did its job, but anyway, let's move on. So now I'll proceed to this black door. You have to point there. The mouse cursor has to hover the door so that it goes red. Then you click. Right. I forgot about this. Yeah, some of these doors in this game, some of these doors are locked. Okay, some of the doors are locked, which means the only way to unlock them is to answer a question. Like in this case, unlock door. In a one-story pink house, everything was pink. Pink person, pink chair, pink roof. What color were the stairs? You know? So after I answer this question, once I finalize answering this question, if I answer correctly, then the door will open and I'll go through to the I guess to the living room. But if you answer wrong, then I put several traps. I think if you answer wrong, it said that you don't the door doesn't open. You can try again, or the game takes you all the way back to the beginning, or the game just quits. You know, I use that like a trap to yeah. I actually forgot how creative I did some of these things, but yeah, you have to answer the correctly. If you answer wrongly, then something bad is going to happen. So possibly. So yeah, let's find the answer to this question. But there are lots of questions like this in this game. One saw the pink house, everything was pink. What color were the stairs? You know, I'll give you a few moments to think about the answer. But for me, because it's a one-story house, then it probably doesn't have any stairs. So I'll go for none. Okay, you know, it has to grow ready. Then you click. See, now I'm in. I am in. Okay, I am in. So here, this is the living room. Uh, I guess this was supposed to be like the table or something. Yeah, I didn't have the texture files for the chairs, so you're just going to have to forgive that. But yeah, so here are the stairs. You can go upstairs with, through the stairs. There's the logo, and then there's this other room. Let's see where it takes us. Click. Oh yeah, another question. Mr. Blue lives in the blue house. Mr. Red lives in the red house. Who lives in the white? This is a funny question. I have no idea where I got these questions from, but back then it must have been exciting, you know. So I think I answered that question for you guys. So if you want to know what happens after answering this question, you're just gonna have to play the game for yourself and find out. So yeah, I will leave the links for each and every game. I will leave the link for my GameJet profile. I'll leave all those links down in the description. So right now you can just go down there and check them out. You know, just check the links, follow them, and download these games. You can play them if you have the time or whatnot. But yeah, for now, this is where I'll end the game. You know, you're just going to have to finish this on your own. So I'm just going to quit. Yeah. Okay, that's the missing text for you guys. So yeah, by the way, the main objective for this game in the missing text is to find the missing text. Okay, so you just have to keep searching the house until you find the missing text. Once you find that text, then the game ends. Okay, then you have won. But yeah, this is by far my most favorite game among the three that I did, among the trilogy. So yeah, now let's go back to the last game I did. We're just gonna close this. Trapped. This game I did, I finalized it in August of 2015. August 2015, that's when I actually finalized this game. This was my very first game. I was simply just experimenting. You know, I was experimenting the programming. I was experimenting the 3D modeling. It was simply just an experiment of a game. I was just trying, what can I do with this code? What can I do with this? And once I put them together, then I was like, yeah, this is kind of like a game. So in the end, I just put it together and called it Trap 3D because it's more like a puzzle-ish, maze-ish type of game. Anyway, let's just download and you see. Can I put a like? Oh, I have to sign in. Oh, okay, okay. You know, if you feel like signing in, like creating an account for GameJot, please feel free to like put a like on the games. You know, yeah, they are very old games, but you know they mean something to me. That's why I'm making this video, and that's why the games are still online. Somehow I have 3 likes, 7 followers, and of course I'm also following some 10 people. But yeah, let's just download Trapped. Okay, so these are the game photos for Trapped. Yeah, this is 30 MB. Yeah, by far the smallest game I did. Okay, yeah, so let's download Trapped and see what Trapped really is. And that name, by the way, the name Trapped, I'm not sure if I guess there has to be like other games which are called Trapped, but Trapped 3D just sounded original, at least in my head back then. That was 11 years ago. Anyway, let's install Trapped and see what it's all about. You know, I'll go back to my downloads. Yeah, let's extract the Trapped game. Extract Trapped 3D. All right, here we are. Trapped 3D. I'll launch it. This is taking a while. All right, so I'll put the highest resolution and I'll also put it at fantastic. Input, I never experimented with like using a controller or trying to change the controls for here. I never experimented. I guess it does support a controller, but for the default settings, the instructions are already there. So yeah, let's just play the game and see. I couldn't. I forgot to mute. I forgot to mute. That was bad. I forgot to mute. My PC just froze for some reason. Why is my PC freezing? Anyway, I'll just end the task. Then I'll relaunch. Okay, I'll relaunch. All right, let's relaunch. Okay, where's my downloads folder? Let's go to the downloads folder. Yeah, that was trapped the folder. All right, anyway, let's do this again. I forgot to mute. So yeah, there's lots of music in that game, which is copyrighted, I guess. So very important to mute, for the sake of YouTube. I'll just mute this game again. Yeah, let's see. The intro, okay. Yeah, that's Adobe After Effects. Yeah, and now the main menu. So yeah, as you can see, it's just two options: play and quit. Play and quit. So let's play. All right. So this game has three levels. Okay. And in each level, all you need to do is you are trapped basically. You are trapped in each level. You are trapped. Okay. Like here, feeling trapped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are basically trapped. As you can read from here, you are trapped. So once you find a way out of each maze, then you have actually completed the level. All you need to do is just find a way out. Okay. Another thing I wish I did for this game was, I wish this used to be my logo back then. I wish I actually had put, like some enemies or some traps or some death traps inside the levels. Because it's all about just searching for your way out. You don't have to be afraid of anything. Okay? There's no traps, there's no enemies, it was just a test game, basically. There's like almost zero programming and like 10% of 3D modeling for the mazes, but that's really it. There's nothing else in this game. So anyway, which is the way out again? This is where I came in, feeling trapped. Okay, so the main reason why I wrote these texts on the wall was to guide you. It's more like a guide so that you don't get completely lost, because if you are moving in circles, you wouldn't know because the textures are the same, the textures are the same. You don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going. So I just put the text like a hint to remind you that if you see the same text twice, then you've been here before. So that's actually why I put the text, because the walls are the same, so you can really feel trapped in this game. So I had to put something. Yeah, see, looking for something. Yeah, yeah. If you see a new text like that, then it means you haven't been here before. So yeah, and that's the way out. Okay. So you have to point to the door with the mouse cursor and click, so that yeah, now you're on level two. Okay, this is now level two, as you can see up there. One more level to go. So here it says long way from home. Yeah, that's Spider-Man. No way home. Spider-Man long way from home. Anyway, yeah, this is level two. It's actually a lot bigger than the first level. So let's see if I can remember the way out for this game. But obviously, I wouldn't want to show you like how to beat all the three levels, which means I have to end the video right here. Okay, I don't need to show you. Wow, let's just see what's behind it. I don't need to show you where the door is. Okay, that's your job. That's your job to find. What does it say? Wrong way. It says wrong way, but for the most part, if 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 you see a discouragement text like this one, it mostly means you're going the right way. I think there's a bug here as well. Yeah, there's a bug. There's a bug. I just discovered a bug in my own game. Yeah, there's a bug. These walls are supposed to have collision. Wow, there's no okay, this one has collision, but this one doesn't have collision. Okay, I think I forgot to. Oh yeah, this one has collision. Some of the walls don't have collision in this game. It was my first game, so you just have to forgive. Okay, but yeah, some walls have collision, but the others, I guess, I think I forgot because the walls are basically blocks. You know, they are blocks of cubes. As you can see here, there's a boundary here. Okay, this is where here where I point. Okay, this is where one block ends and another block begins. So I think back then I had to add the code, for collision. I had to add it on each and every block, and I guess some of the blocks I forgot to add the collision code. So yeah, some blocks they have collision like this one, but others not so much. Some have collision, others yeah, others not so much. Anyway, good luck finding the way out of this, guys. Good luck with that, and I'll end the video right here. Okay, so yeah, you guys feel free to go in and check the extra stuff. What have you, blah blah blah, download the games. You can comment the video, give me your thoughts. Tell me, do you want me to go back to like game development? I mean, nowadays with work and what have you, it's hard to actually find the time to be creative and to develop stuff like this. But if you guys are interested in stuff like this, I think I can try to find the time to actually try to get something worthwhile because this was Unity. I had just learned Unity in like a week. Then I was like, I need to try to do something. Okay, so that was back in 2015. I was like 19 back then. So I learned Blender so that I should be able to create like good models. Then I imported the models in Unity. Then I tried to add code to the models to create like a game. So this is what you get. So yeah, you guys can comment down there if you want to see more of this stuff. Tell me what you think. If you download the games, you can actually tell me as well that you tried the games. Which one do you think is hard? If you find any other bugs or any other cool stuff, you can comment in this video as well. So yeah, thanks to all my viewers, thanks to all my subscribers. Yeah, you guys, this is why I do this stuff, guys, because of you, because you guys are there as my audience. So that's why I can keep doing this stuff. So yeah, have a good day and peace out.